I was talking in the last video about how I think people in general or I was saying maybe the reason people don't like to be around me as much, or like just look down on me more, is because I am a virgin. And I know I've been talking about that a lot, even though I don't really care. I mean, it's something I want to do, but just the opportunity hasn't really, I mean, it has, or do you know what I mean? I've had opportunities, or like, something just always has gone in the way. I mean, not lately. I just don't really have situations where I can meet people, whether it's for that or just, friends. I'm not really around people much. I kind of am in my own world, or like, I just am not really living in a way, and I just, like, I don't know. Over time, I've lost more and more of my life, but it doesn't mean I can't have a new life, or do you know what I mean? It's a life I was supposed to let go of, but the opportunity to have a new life didn't happen. But in my old life, like, there was times where I could have done it, that, I don't know, it just, sometimes it seemed more like my fault or someone else's fault that it didn't go all the way, or like just didn't work out. I don't know. But a lot of times it just seemed like the situation, always something about the timing and everything, just, I don't know, it just, something came up, or I don't, it doesn't matter. Anyway, I've been talking about it a lot lately. The song I wrote for Valentine's Day kind of talks some about that. Or, yeah, it talks about that. You'll see. Just about the whole subject. Or, like, my, situation, or, like, pretty much just the whole virgin thing, or whatever. But I don't want to get into talking about it, because I want it to be a surprise. Hopefully you like it. But, I don't know if that's the reason, though, why I lost my friends. I mean, it could be. Like, I don't know, they stopped kind of talking to me. Or I don't know. I'm not saying I'll never see them again, I think mainly it's because of how I am now. Or like, I'm just depressed and stressed and everything. Just, people don't really want to be around that vibe. Just kind of a downer. It's a downer to have, or, to hang out with someone that's kind of just depressed and everything. I mean, I can understand that. But, I mean, this is temporary, so I don't know. It is tough, though, just kind of not really having a life. But it's like, you gotta just keep moving. Anyway, I think I'm gonna get some exercise. But I don't know if I'm gonna take a walk or just exercise around here. I was gonna take a walk yesterday. I just stayed and exercised. I had taken a walk the day before. my situation's just, I have to keep, if I keep going, get to the end of this movie, which I haven't lately, kind of just been slacking too much. But once I get to the end of this movie and I get out of here, my life is, it might take time, but I'll get back to living, or, get out of this slow place I've fallen into. I mean, it's not the first time in my life, but I'm saying, just a miserable place. I hate being in this miserable place, but sometimes you have to sacrifice happiness for the greater good. Or, to go somewhere in life, you have to sacrifice your happiness for a while. In order to, I could have just left before I started this movie, but now that I've started it, I put too much into it to just quit. I'm not saying this movie's gonna bring some kind of opportunity for me, but at least I'll have done something. Or do you know what I mean? Before this, yeah, I've gone to school, and I've had some fun in life. Or I did some things in my life, but didn't really accomplish anything. And maybe this movie doesn't seem like much, but it still is something. Or do you know what I mean? And I'm also, even though you can feel like you've learned everything, but during this movie and being in this situation again, or, this is worse than before, even the whole Gillian Beret thing, or any other bad times in my life, this is probably the worst, because I feel completely shut off from the world. But it still is, every hard situation, you learn more. Struggles make you stronger. So, once I get out of here, I'll probably look back and, even though it can feel so bad right now, or just so depressing, just so emotional sometimes, and just miserable altogether. Once you make it through all the struggles, you look back and you feel like you feel good about it. Or do you know what I mean? Because I've been through this before. Or it's not the same, but I've still been through where you just seem down, and I've gone all the way to the top, and you just can go, it's just how life goes. It's kind of like an obstacle course, so I don't know, it's just kind of spinning. There's a point, no matter how things seem together, how much you feel like you got a hold of your life, you can always lose that. Because I have, on different occasions, or some more than others, but I'm saying you can feel like you'll never lose it, but then, because nothing is, concrete, or solid, just, you have to keep going, you just keep fighting and you'll make it through. I don't know that I'm gonna, but I know if I keep going, I probably will.